when we see something that we really want, or when we really feel compelled to purchase something or to spend money in order to make ourselves feel good, such as, buying things so that it can replenish our mental health, I do feel that this is a month in which you don't have to be so hard on yourself when it comes to holding back on spending. That doesn't mean, going all out and spending, buying frivolous things that you don't need. It's not that at all. But I do sense that it is important for you to realize that money is a very transient thing, and that sometimes we want to, I guess, in a way, it's sort of like spending money in order to buy peace of mind. Okay, so that can be going to a spa, getting some treatment for yourself, splurging on a very expensive restaurant, or buying that guilty pleasure item that you must have in order to make yourself feel good, in order to appease your mental health. So that's the first thing I'm sensing coming through. And I do feel that, once again, there's a lot of energy, very good energy surrounding this spread. So I do feel that you are going to be overtaxed. Okay, what I'm sensing is a lot of movement, a lot of traveling, possibly moving house, possibly, helping somebody move from one place to the next. But I definitely see movement back and forth. And because of it, you are going to be extremely fatigued and tired. So if you want to splurge on that, foot massage or full body rub or whatever it is that is going to replenish your stamina, and also to just, will be good for your mental health, by all means do it. The best time to do that is going to be like mid-month, when I feel that, the kinetic energy starts to catch up with you, and you're realizing that you're a little bit exhausted. Okay, so that's the first thing. Secondly, what I am getting here is, for some reason, I'm getting a very strong sense that for a lot of you, there is possibly like movement in your home environment, people possibly moving in and out. And I don't feel like it's the physical home environment itself, like a roommate moving out of the house. I don't sense that, but I do feel like family members. Okay, and especially nostalgia for the past, wanting things to regress back to a simpler place in time, wanting to just, stand still and it's sort of like the energy where you feel like you're either very, very exhausted, and I feel that for a lot of you, you're physically and also mentally exhausted. Okay, and the Ten of Swords does bring about, mental exhaustion. This is basically being so wound up in your head, where you just are, you don't want to have to think. You want other people to make all the decisions for you. And sometimes that can be a curse or a blessing, but I do sense that for this month, you want to just you want to freeze time, and you don't want life to be so difficult, or you just want to stay still and not have to make decisions, and you want other people to make decisions for you. So it's sort of like, being stuck in your head, wanting to overindulge a little bit, and wanting time to freeze up, wanting to stand still. Okay, yearning for a situation from your past as well. And there's a lot of daydreaming. Just a lot of daydreaming. So the energy here is very, very kinetic. I don't feel there are, major obstacles coming through for this month. It's a very good month overall. Financially, you're pretty much set. If there is a court issue, it is definitely coming up in your favor. So this also indicates to me contracts. This can also be, if there has been, somebody that has passed away, for example, there's definitely some sort of inheritance, possibly, a lump sum of money, or some type of inheritance coming through. It can be physical items such as jewelry, or even, I don't feel like a property, but there can be some for a lot of you. If there has been somebody that passed away, there is some type of inheritance coming through. So I definitely feel that, this is a month in which I don't sense, it feels almost like a month to wrap up things rather than starting new things. Okay, it's a very good month to tie up loose ends, to do house cleaning, to sort out your closet, to look at your life and think about what it is that you want to conjure up starting in February. And I do feel for you, life is not going to start. It seems as if new things are not really starting until around the end of February coming through and the very beginning of March. January is pretty much like wrapping things up, tying up loose ends, and doing some decluttering. I do feel there is, all of these cards are very one person oriented, okay? Every card here indicates one person, which indicates to me this is a time in which you want to withdraw or you want to go inward. You're kind of burned out when it comes to social interaction and festivities. It could be just being burned out from all the holidays, festivities, but all the cards are very, very one person oriented. So if we were to go through the progression here, I'm going to say that no matter what, you're going to be okay. No matter what, okay? We're ending here with the Six of Pentacles, which indicates a situation where you are able to achieve a lot of success, where you are going to be able to basically, if you want to play the hermit for the first 3 weeks of the month and then come out of your shell by the end of the month, take your time. No one is going to coax you, and no one's going to force you. I do feel people might try to coax you, but no one is really going to force you to come out when you're not ready. So if you feel like you need to take time to yourself, definitely do that. Restore your mental health. Do whatever it is that makes you feel good. Taking a bath, going for that spa treatment, doing outdoors activities as well, playing sports, or just going for a hike, climb up the top of a mountain, look down at the world, do whatever it is that allows you to have that alone time in order for you to feel secure, in order for you to just be comfortable in your own skin and not have to justify to anybody, your opinions, your likes, dislikes, or even like, I'm just feeling a very burned out energy from you, from social interactions, okay? So it's not a bad thing, but it is really important when it comes to your sign, you're a fire sign, for you to retreat inward and just to sit still and be content and feel okay. So no matter what, by the end of this month, you're going to break out of your shell and you're going to interact with other people again. So things are going to be great. The second thing that I do want to mention here is for those of you who are in relationships, okay, this can be if you're out there dating or if you're in a solid, committed relationship. I do feel there is going to be a revival in the passion between you and another person. I do sense your partner, this is you here, this can be the Aries male or female. I do feel that you have a very strong, starting out for the first 2 weeks of the month, there is a very strong stamina about you. And, this is basically the sex drive. And what it is that your partner, significant other, whoever it is that you're dating, might seem a little bit distant, might seem a little bit just sort of out floating around in the ethers, and you want more intimacy, basically. And I feel like for between the two of you, you want more physical intimacy, and it seems like they might need their space. Either that, or they want the emotional intimacy, whereas you are more inclined to just want the physical aspect of the relationship. So this is a balance that needs to be worked out, and it feels as if this is the only obstacle coming through between for those that are dating or in committed relationships. Okay, so not being able to see eye to eye with a partner, or there might be some financial situations where somebody is just working overtime all the time, and you feel that you feel estranged from whoever it is that you're in the relationship with. But your partner as well, I'm sensing, is somebody who has some financial worries at this time, okay? He or she, whoever you're dating, it seems to me that they have financial abundance, but they're planning for a major life decision. It can be, taking the relationship to the next level. It can be just family planning. It can be purchasing a property. It's some major plan that your significant other is thinking about. So they're kind of holding tight to their resources. They have financial abundance, but it seems as if they're kind of concerned and they're trying to save up so that they can start this next phase in their life. Okay, and I do feel that the next phase in their lives is going to be with you, so you don't have to worry. And if they feel a little bit distant with their worries and they feel like they're too stuck in their head, just rest assured that I feel they're planning a future with you. So it's not like they're leaving you hanging or anything like that, because with the success card, I definitely feel that, there is going to be a major next step. It's like taking the relationship to the next level, okay? And it's the solidification of a commitment as well. But it can be, just moving in together. It's not necessarily, well, it can play out as marriage, but not necessarily so, because I do feel that, possibly they're thinking about, possibly buying property, or thinking about possibly moving away from the urban center or something like that. That's coming in the works, that would affect both of you in a very positive manner. So that's something that there is weighing very heavily on their mind, okay? Aside from that, I definitely feel that this is a really good month for you to make a list of the things that you want, it being January and all. But I do feel that, there's a lot of energy about you, and you want to basically direct the energy in a productive manner rather than scattering it far and wide, because I feel like you might feel a little bit burned out middle of the month, okay? So rather than scattering the energy far and wide and then burning yourself out, it would be very good for you at the beginning of the month to pretty much, lay out what you want, get a sheet of paper, start journaling, write down what you want your year to look like, okay? What is it that you want to achieve? What is it that's important to you? And, go month by month if you must. I feel that it is going to be very therapeutic for you. It's also going to be able to allow you to tap into the fun aspect of life, which is that the writing out things that you want to happen for you January, February, and every month of 2016. You're going to start to feel that life is very, very hopeful once again, okay? A lot of possibilities are coming in. You can conjure up many things, and you're just going to be very, very excited about the way that 2016 is going to start to unfold. Once we can verbalize and we can write down what we want in our lives, the universe, like I said, will start to shuffle things around to give you exactly what it is that you want. So I would advise all of you to take this time, think it through, and have a game plan for what you want each month to look like, what you want to come into your life each month, and it is going to be able to give you a lot of happiness, joy, contentment in 2016. All right, so that is the ultimate advice for January. I do feel that if there has been, I'm sensing I'm sensing if there has been a situation where a significant relationship in your life, okay, and this can be with somebody who is either of a fire energy or an earth energy. So fires are Sagittarius, Leo, another Aries, but I do feel, possibly Sagittarius, Leo, or an earth element, which is Cancer, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. If there has been arguments, if there has been stall communication, I definitely feel the communication is picking up. I definitely feel there are going to be people coming through for you, especially for those of you who are single. This is a really favorable card, and the fact that it falls right in the middle of the spread indicates to me the power of attraction. Okay, this is somebody this is your energy. You are appearing as somebody who is very confident, who is very happy being on their own, who's very grounded, who has everything he or she needs in life. So because you're in this frame of mind, you are attracting people who are very like-minded. So this is a card of, attracting people without even having to lift a finger, or coming across as somebody who's very competent, who's very attractive, who's very self-contained. So you have a very stable energy about you, and you are attracting other people to you. The thing that I do sense is there is almost an element of feeling a little bit overwhelmed, feeling a little bit burned out socially. So you might want to keep people at arm's length, and you might want to, just retreat within yourself, is the same message that I'm getting. So there's nothing wrong with that. And I do feel no matter what, you're going to come out of your shell, okay? For those of you who are single and thinking about dating, there is a very, very strong fire sign, fire energy, earth energy coming through, and it looks favorable to me. It definitely looks favorable. I feel that a lot of you might be in established relationships, or might just have recently, very recently, gotten out of a relationship, and you feel like January, you're not just yet ready to date, okay? The Ten of Swords here does indicate, I'm not going to skirt this issue. It does indicate something that is still plaguing heavily on your mind, and it's, this is traditionally, it's feeling very disappointed, being stabbed in the back, and feeling as if things are not going your way, or feeling the betrayal from another person. However, it is surrounded by very, very good cards. So I do feel that this is a mental energy that you need to work through. And this can just be physical exhaustion, feeling as if, burned out from the holidays, or just feeling the physical exhaustion. This can also be just getting sick. So I do advise you, if for those of you who are experiencing, physical symptoms, physical pain, splurge to get some type of treatment, or to get a massage, or to do something to pamper yourself. You're going to feel a lot better, okay? So overall, the month is very good, and it is going to bring you a lot of success on the work front. Financially, you're going to be on top of the world, so don't worry about a thing, okay? Splurge on whatever it is that you feel will make you feel good. And I do sense that with Aries, you're sensible enough when it comes to your financial, obligations, that you're not going to overexert yourself and spend more than you have. So whatever it is, find the simple things in life, and, go for a hike, do whatever it is that you feel you need to do in order to create that alone time for yourself. Now, I do feel that for a lot of you, you might have children, and it is difficult for you to find that alone time, okay? Splurge on a sitter. Just do it. I do sense that you need some alone time this month in order to sort through some things that might, where you might feel burned out, okay? So whatever that the case is for you, I do feel for the sake of your mental health, try to get some alone time. It is going to make you quite happy, all right? And try to get away from like congested, crowded places, and spend some time with yourself, all right?